All right. Thank you, everyone. So this will be the afternoon session. We have a lot of really exciting talks lined up. Martyna is going to share some of her story as a parent.
Good afternoon. My name is Martyna. This is my son, Dane, who has GABA-A1 gain of function. Why I'm here and why just before the next panel, it's mostly because first to show to the parents why is all this work so important. And we want you to, not wishing for a time machine, that I'm wishing to go back in time and do things differently. But you have this opportunity, thanks everyone's work, and thanks Monica and what she's doing. And second, for a researcher, for all of you here to show how huge discovery is that gain of function. You are also modest, and you're saying, that, not a biggie, we learned that it's gain of function. It's huge. And I can't emphasize big enough how life-changing it would be if you would know about this then. And we learned about this only 2 years ago. So you can see that Dane was very happy and smiley, boy, interactive. And in that first months of life, there was no sign and red flags for what is coming next. And our journey is already 12 years. He just turned 12 a few days ago. It's very bumpy. It's a huge roller coaster. And it's really keeping our head over the water. When Monica contacted me about a year ago and she started talking what she's doing and about gene therapy, I was like, what? What are you talking about? It's like, I'm just trying to survive the next day and literally keep our head over the water because we just left from the hospital and we were there for over 1 month. So it was super, super overwhelming, but here we are today, and I'm sharing it with you in hope that it will motivate you. It will show you how important it is, what change you bring to our life, our kids' life. Okay, where is the clicker? And as I said, we are in a survival mode, in a reality. And you can say that our journey is like find a way or fade away, because he was literally fading away. That was not just seizure, neurological disorder, not only developmental delay, but he was literally disappearing. And we didn't know why, what's going on. And we had some breakthrough and he improved a little bit. We did something and then some triggers happened, something happened, and we had, again, this slide down and very difficult to get back to where we are. This was then, Skin and Bones October 2022. And a big decline came, this one that's going for a 4-year, it's in 2019 after some viral infection, which caused a few issues, and one of them was muscle wasting, weight loss, abnormal amino acid panel, especially branch chain amino acids, phenylalanine, and you know what I'm talking about, and a few other essential amino acids. But he did fall in a gap in the medical system, because metabolics are looking only in a high markers in amino acids, and gastroenterology is like, oh, well, kids with the neurodevelopmental delay have gut issues, right? So he was not exactly, it's sad to say it, but not a priority patient and not a good prognosis, and not exactly, dedicate time and resources to figure out what's going on. And highlight the first year, we did not have any medical complexity. There was some development delay, no speech development. That's why we had some worries. But things started happening after 12 months. And first was some excessive lethargy and GI motility issues, and that's why we end up in the hospital. but seizure onset was at 24 months, and really survival mode started about 27 months. Do I have a few more minutes? Sorry. So this is the video. This is Dane, about 4 months old, crawling, bubbling, making noises. One thing that I noticed early, about 6 months, he lost sensation to tickles and touch, and he was not reacting. That was as a toddler. We were doing some table therapy which he was not very happy about. Look on his eyebrow. I was asking him to talk to me a little bit. That was the first seizure at age 2. And next you will see how he is changing on the anti-seizure medications that now we know are not best fit for gain of function. We did not have seizures, but that was awesome, right? That's a great treatment. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for developmental progress, even if there is no speech, but some developmental progress, no muscle wasting, no gut issues, child who is happy. And he became very sad, miserable child, suffering a lot. He was on those medications for about 2 years and different sets. In the beginning, were 3. And that's what we got after 2 years with medical system, right? That was a child, and we had to figure out what's going on and what to do next. Now I will show you where we were last year, 2023, and this was after viral infection again. He stopped swallowing, eating. He ended up on the NG tube. There was massive motor and functional deterioration. He lost 2 kilos within a week, like this. The amino acids were perfect, but nobody took the consideration that there is catabolic state, and there should be rechecked a few weeks later. How does it look like? It was not checked. We checked in March, and it was back to the baseline and low. We had that lovely recorded 40 hours no sleep. It was nuts. Opposite reaction to melatonin. Like, there was no seizures. Magic. Nobody knows why, but because there was no seizures, after he had very high fever, and again, usually kids have seizures with fever. For my kids, the seizure stopped with fever. But we had onset of dyskinesia, and again, GI motility was wrecked. So this is Dane, right? He was barely walking. He was so spastic, like we couldn't strengthen his arm. NG tube, because he was not eating, so many of his support supplements were not implemented. That's the dyskinesia that he had, and we had a lot of them. He was doing these strange movements all the time. That's in the summer. He improved with support that we are doing, but you can see he's still struggling, and I can't let him loose and without support. And that was him in 2019. Before that, something that happened. This is the gain of function, and the lab in UBC that first characterized that it's gain of function. I'm so super grateful for that. And again, in the beginning, Dane, before any medications, in the middle, when the medications went on, and the fourth one is when we're going on lamotrigine in that case. He had as well the anesthesia that are not perfect for gain of function. In 2023, I was able to advocate for giving him different one because we knew that he has gain of function. So if somebody has questions, I'm there.